Hey everyone, I hope you are all well. Today I'm bringing you my morning ritual. So it's not really a dance class per se, but it draws from a lot of the mobility exercises that we do in my deep stretch class, as well as a lot of the modern dance technique that we study here at CKDC. While you guys might not get much exposure to that other than our Modern with Rachel on Wednesday nights, we do a lot of these exercises with our youth students. So basically it's a short sequence that I like to do every morning when I get out of bed when I'm the most stiff. And if you're having the same experience as I am right now with the stay-at-home order, I've been a little bit more stiff than usual. I can't get out and get my massage or do my normal cross training and body work, and myself and all the CKDC artists have taken up running for our cardio. So things are different and I'm holding a lot of tension in my shoulders, so I like to start my morning with this practice to just help bring mobility into my body and start my day off right. So hopefully you guys like this, and hopefully you can hear me over my music playing on the computer. We shall see. I've changed to the kitchen living room area because this class would be best executed on a slick surface like a hardwood floor. So if you can find a space like that, you'll be good to go. So I'm gonna do a lot of this just facing this diagonal so you can see what my body's doing better than if I were just head on. So most of the class is on our backs. So we're gonna come and lay down. So as soon as I get here, I just fold one side and then the other. There's no real technique to this, just to sort of get some motion, wake your body up. When you're finished with the side to side, I like to incorporate some leg swings. Now, if you've taken my contemporary class, we do these in my class. So this just feels really good. Every time your feet come together, you want to make sure that you're keeping the toes close to the tail so that the top leg can swing out over the other leg easily. The more you let gravity guide you in this exercise, the better it will feel. From here, we're going to draw our feet together, invert our knees, and send them down into one. You're welcome to get creative and add some arms here if you want. And then we're just going to reverse. So a little bit of warming for the hip flexors. A lot of warming for your feet and ankles, hopefully. So really articulate them when we're turning them in and also inverting. We let that settle. We dig our heels into the ground and we point and flex our feet. These are our heel rocks. We also do this in my contemporary class. I'm sure you've seen this in other classes as well. If you really dig your heels down and that's your point of contact, and you allow that foot motion to let your head nod and the body rock, then you'll get the most out of that exercise. After this, we're going to curl up into a little ball on one side like we're in the fetal position. And then we're going to flex our feet hard and send our heels out away from our fingertips, balancing on the side body. And then we're going to exhale and contract to pull everything back in. Our top leg is going to lead us back out to an X position. And we can do the same thing other side. So exhale, contract. Send the heels out away from the fingers. And contract to bring it all in. And we do it again on each side. So this time, when we get in, We're gonna point our feet, reaching our feet out, still balancing on the side body, and exhale, everything gets pulled back in by that core working. Same thing last side. Point your feet. Top leg slides you out, and you arrive back in your position. You can also do heel rocking here with your feet apart in the X position if that feels good for you. And I should also say that any of these exercises, you can do them as many or as few times as you like, and you can even base it off the day and how you're feeling that day. So next, we're really working from this X position that we've been going to. We're gonna take our right hand, place it on our chest, and then we're gonna draw a line on our left arm. But then we keep pulling, 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 pulling until our body flips over. And you should feel a really good stretch while you do that. Then your left arm reaches behind you. So you've got this nice twist happening here. And you keep pulling, 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 pulling until you arrive. I'm gonna scoot since I fell off the camera. So now we do back the other way. Left arm bends to your chest and it traces the right arm. It keeps pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling until you flip over. And then the right arm reaches behind you. This feels really good right here. And then you arrive. So you can also do this exercise leg, but for my morning practice, I just like to focus on the arms. But you can also cross that right leg and it pulls and it pulls and it pulls you. And then bring the left leg behind you and go back on the other direction. So then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our left knee across the right leg. It's gonna stay straight. Our left arm opens up behind us, so we're just taking a nice stretch here. And then we're gonna place our bellies on the ground, reach our arms out overhead, and engage our legs as we switch to the other side. And then you can bring that right arm back behind you. I think I've mentioned this in one of my stretch videos as well, but sometimes when I'm in the stretch, I like to bend my arm and move it up and down, so you can really experiment in the stretch and do what you need to do for your body each day. Oh, hi, Joe. And then again, we're gonna reach those hands out, roll to our belly to get back. And you can do that as many times as you want as well. So from here, if my back needs a little bit of extra work, I'll also do the spine mobility exercise that we do in stretch sometimes. So I'm going through and pressing through the small of the back and then replacing it on the ground. Every time I bring the hips up, I'm bringing them up a little bit further. And then when I'm finished and I've reached the top, I like to just bring them up about halfway, maybe not quite, and then tap down the right and the left side. This will feel really good if you're having any low back tension or pressure. And when you're finished, I go into my down dog. Unlike stretch class where we do that big long sequence that's quite hard, I like to just play in my down dog in the morning and almost like I'm improv dancing, okay? So I'm going from the idea of down dog here, but then as I start to pedal my feet, I just sort of explore with my body. I can take one limb off. And when you're finished with that, you can bring the feet a little bit closer than normal. Step one leg out, reach that opposite arm in the air. You can even take your arm circles here. vertebra at a time. So the last two parts of my morning practice include rolling down, and then there's a plie sequence that I took from my friend who teaches in Seattle and modified it to my taste. This feels really good to me no matter what day it is, or even if I'm not stiff. So I'm gonna bend my right knee, and I'm gonna roll down the right side with that bent knee. And then I'm gonna bend the left knee, and I'm gonna roll up. And then I like to send it right back. So going down the left side with the left leg bend, and then switching. Now at the top, I'm gonna bend my left knee, but I'm gonna roll down my right side. It's gonna feel really different. And then you switch to roll up, and then you go back down. And switch to roll up. You can always take a head and neck stretch if you need a little bit of extra. And now for the last part, the part that helps me get all the way to my feet, and then I'm ready to start my day or do my exercising. I take a nice big wide second. My toes are facing away from my midline. My arms come up. I'm going to use right and left to explain this exercise to you. And if you've seen it as left and right, you can of course start with the other side first. So whatever works for you. We're going to reach over diagonally. Then on the right side, then we're gonna contract and round the body over, and then expand. And you don't have to go right back to the diagonal, you can play here on your expansion. Sending everything over. You're gonna go once through, second time, your left arm comes down, and then it tosses overhead as the feet come together. So our heels are together, now we're in first. This arm drapes down the midline. And then you're gonna come up. As you go back down, palms go together and then they swim out. So they go, whoa, plie, wrap the right arm on top, a swing again, plie, wrap the right arm on top, and then you're gonna go right arm, left arm to throw them. Simple plie, releve, your arms are going to a high V here, then you can bring them with you on the second time. We're gonna stay here. And what we're doing on the way down is we're kind of coming to goalposts. We're pulling the shoulder blades together so we get a nice big stretch in the upper back, and trying to make that action happen as we come down to flat. Slide it out for the other side. So reaching over the left side diagonal, contracting and rounding over, expanding. Left arm reaches over, bring it through. Right arm reaches down, tossing it, hand drapes down the midline, bring it up, palms together, swim it out, left arm on top, again, swing release, left arm on top, throw, left arm, right arm, plie, arm stacks, or to high V, bring those arms with you, and then pull those shoulder blades together as you slowly bring it down. And if you want, you can do this again in parallel. So I'll do it one more time with you in parallel. Even though it's an option, you can stay turned out if that's more comfortable, just because I've explained it once, so we can go a little bit quicker. So from here, we reach diagonally to the right, contract round over, and expand. Right arm leads, all the way around. Left arm drop, bring it up, feet together. Left arm swims down the midline. Bring it halfway or all the way up. Palms together, swim it out. Use your plie, right leg, right arm on top to come up. Right, left, simple plie. Arms in high V. Bring those arms with you. Back to where they were. Slow and controlled to come down. Pinching those shoulder blades together. Slide it out, other way. diagonal, contract, expand, left arm leads, all the way around, and toss, pull it in, melt it down. Halfway or all the way up, palms together, swim it up, left arm on top. Each time you suspend, left, right, plie, up to your V. Bring your arms up to V. Pinch them together. Coming down, down, down. Okay, so that's my morning routine. Hopefully it will be beneficial for you guys. You're welcome to use it at home, in the morning, or anytime. I'm filming it right now, Friday, late afternoon, because I just binge worked all morning and I'm really tight, so it felt good. So I hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you soon.